Shalom. I say all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Hashem HaKadosh, the blessed the apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to Allah came pushing this word in sincerity and truth. Much peace and blessings to the elect. This is brother Kazakh,
Akshapal.
right, from GMS Jamaica, and this morning we just want getting a short and hopefully edifying lesson for the brotherhood, especially for the younger one them coming in, right, who may not have as much spiritual strength, right, or faith, you know what I mean. So this lesson is basically for kind of prepare your mind for what is to come, you know what I mean, what to expect when you come to this truth, right. And without saying too much, we just have to jump in at some precept.
Alright, so this is Ecclesiasticus 2 verse 1.
Right.
So my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Right. Now this precept here, I believe this is a favorite among older brothers in the truth. You know what I mean? Speaking towards a documentary will get done a few years back, you know what I mean? Basically called Soldiers of Faith. Right? And when you're a soldier of faith, you prepare yourself for these things. See? Go on again.
Alright. It's my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Prepare your soul for temptation. What are some of these temptations? Right? You're basically you're fresh. You're fresh out of the world, basically. You know what I mean? You have things like woman, you know what I mean? Temptations like adultery, right? Temptations like doing certain things with carnal friends, seeing getting drunk, partying and clubbing, seeing eating certain things, right? Then there are some of the temptations that will come upon you as a younger brother, right? Now we are telling you, you prepare your soul for that.
Right.
See, because them things, they are things where you basically have to let go when you're coming at this truth. See, so prepare for let go off of those things. Go on.
So set thy heart aright and constantly endure.
Right, set your heart aright. Set your heart towards the scriptures, right, towards the knowledge of the Holy Spirit. See, towards the laws, statutes, and commandments were written in the scriptures. See, set your heart aright. And what does it say? Constantly endure. Right? No matter what trials or tribulations come upon you, right, you have to constantly endure you. See? Especially, hey, if you have brothers all over, right? So it's a easy thing, right? Even if you're there by yourself, see, it's not a hard thing for just call up a brother or if you try get in contact with a brother, you know what I mean, and share certain things with him, and him can help edify you and keep you in the spirit.
Yeah, that's why you have the brotherhood.
Can.
And it can hard to eat a lot of men, you know, the truth, you know, come in swift, you know, hot and fire, and you know, them run out them course, so them get weary of waiting for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. But scripture say, oh, endure, you know, the race is not for the swift. You know what I mean? But exactly, you know, it's all about endurance, you know, one day at a time, you know what I mean, set a pace and work with your pace, you know. Don't really burn out yourself or burden yourself with the cares of this life, you know. It's just endurance through the power and spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. It's a constantly endure and make not haste in time of trouble.
Right, make not haste in time of trouble, and that is something where that is something common among younger Akim, right? Making haste in time of trouble, right?
So things not go and start panic.
You start panic. You know what I mean? Cast your cares upon the Lord. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. That is the ultimate manifestation of faith. Right? Casting all your cares upon the Lord. Right? Things not go your way, left it to the Lord. Just do what you have to do. Right? And that is something where me personally I practice from with it, and it actually a work for me. See, it actually a work. Go on.
Verse 3. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at the last end.
Right.
Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully,
Right.
and be patient. And be patient when thou art changed to a lower state.
Right. The scripture says, whatever is brought upon you, take it cheerfully, because guess what? Whomever the Most High love, him chasing. Right? So once you see certain things that fall upon you, temptations and trials, right? Basically you suffer. If you did good out in the world, and once you come to the truth, you start feel like you suffer. Guess what? That is the Lord that tests you, the Lord that chasing you. Right? He want to see what you make out of what you are going to do.
Right.
Right? If you not get chasing at this truth, that means you don't belong.
God. Yeah, and that's why Scripture starts with by saying, if you come to serve the Lord, prepare your soul for temptation.
Yeah.
It's verse 5. For gold is tried in the fire,
Right.
and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
Right. And guess what? And what the scripture say? Him shall make a man more precious than fine gold. Right? So if you are gold, you are going to get tried in the fire. Right? The furnace of affliction. Right?
So believe in him, and he will help thee, order thy way aright, and trust in him.
God.
You can jump down to verse 12. Good point. Verse 10. This is verse 10. Jump to verse 10. Say, look at the generation of old and see.
That just come to my mind. I would ask you for it.
That's right. Spirit, man. Verse 10. So look at the generation of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded?
Right.
Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken?
Right.
Or who did he ever despise that call upon him? For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy and long suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth in the time of affliction.
Right.
It's continuing, say, woe be unto the faint hearted and faint hands. Right? The fearful heart slack and the faint hands, and the sinner that goeth 2 ways. Woe be unto him that is faint hearted, for he will not be and slacker, for he believeth not, therefore he shall not be defended.
Right. So if you're faint hearted, brother, you know what I mean, you're not gonna be defended.
God.
Right? No, don't get me wrong. Don't feel like me no want a brother feel like say him not in the truth if him have a little doubt. You know what I mean? Doubt I go come. Right? Every man have them time where them doubt themselves. Right? Even Yahushai did have a little bit of doubt. You know what I mean? The apostle, remember the apostle Gabar do a video on that, do a lesson on that, yeah? See, when Yahushai say, if it be thy will, make this cup basically pass from him. Right? So yeah, him did have a little, but guess what? He mustered it up, right? Him keep him faith in the Lord, right? And him doing that have to do. Right? So when the time of your doubt come, your brother, see, you just muster up the faith and do what you have to do. Pray to the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Right? Beg him to get this demon of doubt off of you. Yeah? Go on.
Continue or different.
Yeah. If you have more night, or if you want to go to the next one.
I'll go to the next one. There was a James. So this is James 1 verse 2. So my brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptation.
Right. Just like the precept before said, whatever brought upon you, take cheerfully. Right. Count it all joy when they fall into diverse temptations. Yeah, go on.
Knowing this, when the tarrying of your faith worketh patience. The trying, it's like when the
Trying,
trying of your faith work
worketh
worketh patience.
patience. Right. The trying of your faith worketh patience. Right. The more trials they go through, right, are the more temperate they be and the more patient they be in a things.
Right.
Seeing when you sit when something come and you just sit back and observe and see what really a take place, right? Instead of make haste, right? Or I jump to I do certain things out of before it's time. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, the more you're growing at the truth, the more um it become easier to go through the trial the more you go through. You know what I mean? And again, as we said before, you have the brotherhood where you can turn to if you can't handle some of these some of the fire. Con,
Verse 4. But let patience have a perfect work,
con,
that ye may be perfect and endure and it's like and perfect and enter wanting nothing.
entire.
Entire slack entire wanting nothing.
Right.
Right? If any of you lack wisdom, right,
Mm.
let him ask of Yahweh that giveth to all men liberally, right, and upbraid it not, right, and it shall be given.
Right. So if any man lack wisdom, right, let him ask of the Most High. And guess what? The Most High now go think it hard. Forgive it to him.
Right.
The fact say him ask for it. That shows faith.
Right.
Yeah. Just like King Solomon. Right? King Solomon could have asked for anything, but instead he asked for wisdom and gain everything else with it.
And the fact say you know who to ask for wisdom, you know, that great in
That
itself.
show faith, yeah.
Right. Continue.
Mm-hmm.
So, so but let him ask in faith, nothing wavering.
Mm-hmm.
For he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed. Right? Let him not, for let not that man think he shall receive anything of the Lord.
Right? If you're wavering, you're not gonna receive nothing of the Lord, yeah. That's why I would say you have to get rid of the demon of doubt.
Right.
Right? So,
So a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
right. A
Right.
double-minded man. See a man of a man with a doubt.
That's right.
Yeah. You're not sure if you feel they in the truth or you want to stay out in the world or what. You see me? Double-minded man and stable in all his ways.
And even asking for wisdom, as the scripture say, oh, you know, and thinking that say, oh, hey, well, if the most you know, give me, or you know, them look at thoughts, you know, that shows that you know you're double-minded, man. And the scripture we read, Sirach say, go be unto the sinner that go both ways, you know, cause you will not be defended in the end, you know. So when you pray and ask certain things, anything, a matter of fact, just have faith, say, yo, the most I go deal with it for you. Because if you do his will, then the most I go take care of it. The most I unjust. It come like the unjust judge in the scripture, yeah. When the woman keep coming to him,
Right.
you know, and him say him a go avenge this woman, least she weary him. You know what I mean? You know, and how shall I use it as an example and say if the unjust judge did that for a woman, you know, which because him no regard man, nah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Saying so, what say the most I, you know, where you are doing will, you know what I mean? There's nothing too good for you to ask and give it, as long as you do the will of the Lord. Alright, so this is First Peter 4 verse 12. So it's a beloved, thinking not strange concerning the fire trials, which is to try you, as
Right.
though
Gone.
as though some strange things happen unto you.
Right. Hey, remember, the very first precept will come out tell you to prepare for it. mean? So you're not supposed to think it's strange when these things come upon you. Yeah. Right? These things supposed to be expected. You know what I mean? You see, hey, some more, so hey, give some more of the trials them are gonna come. You know what I mean? Yeah, we have a woman, and that woman leave you. No matter how much years in the death for you, that woman will leave you. Right? Yeah, we have your people them start have you as an outcast. Right? Your family start disown you. You may even lose your job. Right? Um, if you have kids, right, your family or your woman might gone with your kids and whatever. See, that are some of the trials them where you get. And guess what? If you is a man where basically cling to the cares of this world, right, them think they are gonna overtake you. Right? Your mind are gonna be overtaken by these things. Right? So now is the time for practice the faith, right? And know these things and prepare yourself for these things so that when they come upon you, right, you know what to do, right? Not saying that immediately as them come, you're gonna know exactly what to do, right? But you at least you have an idea, right? Um, Something happen, yeah, you call up a brother and say to him, and that brother will do him best, right, for comfort you. Yeah, that are how the brother would work, right? You talk with a brother, anything at all where you go through, right? You talk to a brother, yo, and he will comfort you through the scriptures, right? Or you take it to the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua in prayer.
Right. So, verse 13. Let me read that again. So, beloved, thinking that strange concerning the fiery trials, which is to try you, as though some strange thing happen unto you, but rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers, right, of Christ's suffering,
Mm-hmm.
right, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceedingly joy, right? If ye be reproached for the name of Yahushai, right, happy are ye, for the spirit of glory, right, and God rested upon you.
Mm-hmm.
On their part he is evil spoken of, but on your part he is glorified.
Good.
And, and it go for sure say, oh, whenever them ridicule you, you know what I mean, within yourself, you know, in the spirit, you know, say, oh, you know.
Still, sir. I'll just continue.
Okay, cool. Then, so you know that you basically, you know, okay. Yeah, basically, you know that, you know, you know the truth about Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, because the apostles, you know what I mean, Paul, and some of the apostles got beaten for Yahushua, and they counted it worthy.
Right, them lift, them rejoice.
Rejoice, man. You get beaten for Yahweh Hashem Yahushua's sake. You know, so somewhere I will ridicule you. You know what I mean? And the scripture say, oh, evil spoken of them. I will speak bad about even the name of the Most High. You know, the name of the Heavenly Father and His Son. You know what I mean? But you know that within yourself and through the Spirit, you know what I mean, you are being glorified if you stand up stiffly for that name.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's but let none of you suffer as a murderer, or as a thief, or as an evildoer, right? Or as a busybody in other men's matter.
Right. So them don't get caught in these things, right? As a murderer, or a liar, or a thief, and them way there.
Right.
See, don't get caught. Don't get caught breaking. No, so that I don't want to say Esau laws, because in some point you have to break Esau laws if them come up against the Most High's laws, right? But don't get caught basically what I say now, yeah, don't get caught on the wrong side of the law, the how about Shemi Shai.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Right.
You see me? Don't get caught on that side. Don't suffer because you break the laws or because you commit adultery or you eat some pork or you know
Gone.
or you tell you lie upon a brother or you know hurt a brother or something like that.
Right.
Don't suffer for that sake. Suffer for the Lord, yeah. Hawashi's name sake.
Right. Alright, so this is our precept. This is um 1 Corinthians 10 verse 13. So there are no temptation taken you, but such is as common to man. You know. So it's about Yahweh is faithful. Yahweh Shemi Asha is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able.
Alright.
Right, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. You know.
Alright. So yeah, no temptation to come upon you when it come unto man. Right? And guess what the Lord say, nah give more than what you can bear.
Right.
Say if he's a young brother in the truth, you know what I mean, the most that we get is like your family will come up against you and say, yo, left that alone, stop, do nobody go back to them man there.
Yeah.
And the more you're growing at the truth, the more heavier your trials get. You know, you might lose a woman, probably on her there for a few years, you know what I mean? Whilst you might lose a job, seeing some other little things might come up against you. Yeah. So the stronger you get, right, and the tougher the trials get, right, because the scripture say, yo, gold is tried in fire, right? So the more say try your element to see what you make out of. See? You have something?
Yeah. This is Hebrews 10 verse 32. It's about call to remembrance the former days in which ye were illuminated. Right? Ye endure a great fight of affliction. Going back to what the brother said, when you just come to the truth, man. You always remember those days when you just come to the truth, come to the light. You get illuminated, and all of the affliction will reach you. You always remember that. So partly rest, we were made a gazing stock, both by reproach and affliction, and partly rest, ye come companions of them that were so used. Right? You come into the brotherhood and you realize that you're a brother, go through the same thing. A brother might tell you when him just come to the truth, the things would reach him. So that you become companions of those brothers with the one mindset. You know what I mean? So it's for ye had compassion on me in my bonds, and took joyfully the spoil of your goods, knowing in yourselves that ye have in heaven a better and enduring substance. Cast not away therefore your confidence, right, which hath great recompense of reward. For ye have need of patience, that after they have done the will of Yahweh Shemi Shai, ye might receive the promise. Says scripture say, cast not away your confidence, and that's one of the things where you're supposed to have throughout, throughout your journey in this truth. It's a for yet a little while, and he that shall come will come, right, and will not tarry, right. Now the just shall live by faith, but if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him.
Right. Any man draw back.
Right.
If I'm precepting like Luke, I think 60 or 61 and the last verse say, yo, if any man will put him onto the plow, if him take it off, him no fit for the kingdom.
Of heaven, yeah. Right.
So yo, when these things, so before you even step in, yo, know what you do. Scripture says make every man work out his own salvation with fear and trembling, right? And like every man the precept is man, make every man be
man
in his own self.
Okay.
Right. I can't remember the precept right now, you know what I mean? But basically it say, yo, make every man make them own decisions. Right? No man now force anyone for coming at the truth.
Sure.
See?
Man be persuaded in their own mind.
Can that.
Can.
Let every man be persuaded in their own mind. See?
So let's read back from verse 38. I said back in Hebrews 10 verse 38 it says now the just shall live by faith, but if any man draw back, his soul shall have no pleasure. My soul shall have no pleasure in him. But we are not of them who draw back unto perdition, but of them that believe.
Perdition means destruction.
That's right. Right. But of them that believe to the saving of his soul.
Right.
See? So it's all about enduring and finishing the race, yeah.
Can. Yeah, so the one the precept in the Acts, them get chastised. Go on.
And so this is Acts 5. We start at verse verse 39.
Right, basically this the precept here, I mean, of young brothers which just are coming who probably don't know, right? So that the apostles actually suffer for the Lord Yahweh's sake. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. So it's and it reads so but if it be of Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, he cannot overthrow it. Please happily ye be found even to fight against Yahweh.
Right.
Right. And to him they agreed, and they had called the apostles and beaten them. Right. They commanded that they should not speak in the name of Yahushai, right, and let them go. Right. And they departed from the presence of the council, rejoicing that they were counted worthy to suffer shame for his name.
Right. Seeing so, the council bring the apostles, you know what I mean? Because them already did get a warning in a chapter 4.
Okay.
So don't speak in this name of Yahushai. Right? But them say them can't do nothing but that. Right? The apostles them say them can't do anything other than speaking in the name of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. See, so the council call them and beat them and warn them again, say don't do it. Right? But guess what? Instead of giving up on the Lord or whatever, right, them count themselves worthy and rejoice, right, for be for suffer for the Lord Yahweh sake. See? And that are the mindset we're all supposed to have. Right? That are them things are all supposed to remember when we are go through the things and what we are go through. Right? Because hey, eventually it go come to this where we are gonna get physical chastisement.
Okay.
Yeah. So Akim just remember these things, and I mean meditate upon these things. See, and hopefully you younger brothers become fruitful, you know what I mean, and well edified in this truth and well prepared in faith. See,
Right.
you have anything you want to say?
Okay.
Alright, so with that, hopefully this lesson was edifying. I want to say all praises again to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to all the Akim pushing this truth in our sincerity, and much love and peace and blessings to the elect.